Okay, so some of the times when you guys are hitting, I see you hitting more on the top of the ball. So you're kind of hitting the top of the ball and it's just doing that. Yeah. So we'll cover a couple concept questions real quick. So when you were hitting a successful iron shot, thinking of like Tiger Woods or any of the best golfers in the world you can think of, do you think when they're hitting an iron shot that their club head is coming into the golf ball at a downward angle, or you think it's coming through the golf ball at an upward angle? What do you guys think?
Downward.
He says down. Down is correct. Yes, you guys are right. Down is correct. You have the concept right, so that's step one. And step two is just getting that to happen. So what needs to happen in order to hit downward on it is we have to move our body through the shot in a way that allows that to happen. If we're hanging back like this, we're going to be hitting up on the golf ball. So think about where the center of your chest is, so the buttons on your shirt. In order to correctly hit down the golf ball, one other concept question before I discuss that with you guys is, do you think that a divot is a good thing? When you make a divot, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Good thing.
Okay, good thing. Now do we want it to be before we hit the golf ball or after we hit the ball?
After.
You got one after?
I would say before.
Before, okay. Before is bad, chunk. The ball doesn't go anywhere. If you hit way behind it like that, the ball is going to go dribble right there 10 feet in front of you. Okay. So after is key. You want to hit the golf ball first and then the ground. So divot comes after. Yeah. Yes. So I think that's why we're talking about getting to this tap tap finish, is so that we can get our weight past the golf ball, which will make our divot past the ball. But if we talk about slightly more specific in thinking of where the center of our body is at the moment that we hit the golf ball, so at the moment that we're striking the ball, if our center of our chest is behind it, the divot's going to happen there. But if the center of the chest is slightly past it, then the divot can happen over here. So I will demonstrate the divot happening after. There we go. So we got the divot after the golf ball. And it's probably deeper than you guys imagine that you would be making, but that's a deep enough. It's not too deep, and it's the right amount. So getting that much thump in the ground is what's going to help get the ball up in the air. As you see, my ball launched way higher than you guys are launching right now. Y'all are just taking off a little bit lower. So that happens from just getting through it and also understanding that that's okay. Some people will say they'll do that and they'll tear a big divot and they're like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt the ground or damage your grass. I'm like, no, it's okay. It's what's supposed to happen. All good. So your mind can play tricks on you when you're first learning, like, hey, am I supposed to do that?
Right.
Like you see it on TV, but you don't see it, in real life it's different. Yeah. It's, the grass is exploding right after you hit it. If they slow-mo it down, you can see it. Sometimes they'll zoom in really close on it. On these smaller ones, these ones that we're doing right now, you're just going to see more of that kind of scuff on the ground. We're not going fast enough to really take that, but the faster you start going, you're going to take more. But you guys just aren't hitting the ground enough. So tear up some dirt here. Here we go. It's okay. Ooh, got a good one there. Nice and high. Yep.
No, that makes a lot of sense though, with the center line not being behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are taking in a lot of concepts, but you don't have to know it all like today. But you guys will actually help each other kind of bounce it off each other, like, hey, what did she say? Yeah. Or, hey, let me just get on her Instagram and I'll see it there too. Like if you just stay, or YouTube or whatever it is, you can always find those refreshers of kind of my system of how I teach. So getting on there and keeping tabs on that, and then coming to weekly classes is obviously key to help grow and learn, and experiencing it. But yeah, nothing like experiencing it firsthand. So before we get into this, you've probably already watched dozens of YouTube videos only to grow more and more confused. I'm here to end the confusion. I have developed a simple trail hand grip test. Once we know the exact placement of your trail hand, we will know your swing's shape and all the characteristics of your swing. So click the link in my description below, take the free test. In under 1 minute or less, you'll be playing the best golf of your life. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, so you guys are still gonna work on your little swings, but we're gonna incorporate in the idea that it's okay to have your buttons a little bit past it. So that's where we get that. That's how you get to that tap tap easy. It comes easy if you kind of apply that one concept to it and just start working on it's okay to hit the ground. Very good. Tear up some dirt. I like it. Yep. All right, back in action, guys. Just turn, turn, tap, tap. Try and make that divot a little past it. Turn, turn. That was much better. Good job. Yeah. It's just GPS and then turn, turn, tap, tap. Very nice. Good job. Love that motion. So simple. Oh, wow. You hear that noise?
That one.
Yeah, that was,
More so because I was focusing on that.
yeah,
So that was making more sense.
that was awesome. You can hear it and you can feel it, right? It makes a different sound when you hit it in the right part of the
Yeah.
face.
Uh-huh.
Because when you hit that, the right amount of turf, you actually contact the golf ball higher up on the face.
Oh, okay.
And that's where the sweet spot is. So if you actually hit here, it's called the sweet spot. So it makes a different noise, different sound, and the ball just jumps off the face. It's almost like a trampoline inside of there. When you hit the sweet spot, it just sends the ball a lot faster.
That totally makes sense with the dip, obviously, when you're going to get lower from here. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because when you're coming at it, you're never hitting the ground. You're always hitting it off the very bottom of the club. So you're always going to catch the bottom grooves with the golf ball, but we want to catch them up there, and that has to to at least touch the grass at a minimum. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Lead hand, trail hand, good. Turn, turn, tap, tap. Nice. Good divot. Good job. That was awesome.